Hi children, how are you all? I hope all you fine, and in the same way I hope all are following our videos. So children, in that previous video before this one here, from that the concept quadratic equations, previous we discussed about that concept one. So in that concept one, what we discussed in ma? Actually what is that quadratic equation, why we are calling that one as a quadratic equation, and in the same way types of quadratic equations, and in the same way what is a root. Okay, root is also known as zero or solutions. So about these all concepts we discussed in that previous video. No? So here in this class we are going to learn about that number of roots concept. Okay, so here you may get the doubt, what is that? Here ma'am, you already told that in that video quadratic equation is having that, the mostly it is having that two roots only. Okay, why? Because its highest power is 2, so that's why a quadratic equation is having the two roots. Okay, but why madam again here the concept is number of roots? Why? Because children see here, I'll tell you one example. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So here a not equal to 0. Actually I told you that this is the general form of a quadratic equation. Am I clear to you? So here I am going to write this one as ax square plus b modulus x plus c is equal to 0. Is it a quadratic equation or not? Yes, this is also a quadratic equation. Why? Because here equation whatever it may be, and here roots also whatever it may be, here the highest degree, which means the highest exponent of the equation. So here highest exponent, what is that ma? Highest exponent is 2 only, no? So highest exponent of that equation is 2. That's why we will call this one as a quadratic equation. Am I clear? So see here ma. So ax square plus b into modulus x plus c is equal to 0. Okay. So here mod x is there means, so here why madam here x, actually the variable should be same I said. But here modulus x you written and here x you written, you may get the doubt. So here we can write this one as modulus x whole square. Again you will get the same value, no? Okay, so here either x is a positive or negative, whatever it may be, here square is there, so that's why that is positive only, no? So again we will get the same value here. Okay, so here plus b modulus x plus c is equal to 0. Now see that this is a quadratic equation and this is containing the variable as a mod x. Understand ma? So here another way also we can write, what is that? Ax square minus b modulus of x plus c is equal to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. Okay, why? Because again we can write this one as modulus of x whole square. So actually what about that modulus x? Do you have any idea ma? Mod of x means that is absolute value of x. Okay, absolute value is always positive. So here actually modulus of x is equal to x. When we can say that x is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. Here the value is greater than 0, then we will get it as positive x. Okay, and here x is equal to minus x. Okay, when it will be possible x is less than 0. Why madam here you said that modulus x is always positive? Yes, that's what I am saying. Modulus x is always, modulus x value is always positive. Okay, so just example see that modulus of minus 5 is there. So modulus of minus 5 value is, here what is that? Minus x I am saying. So minus of, here x value, what is that x value ma? 5 only, no? So that is minus 5. So minus of minus is equal to plus 5 only, no? So modulus of minus 5 value we are getting positive. Understand? So that is the meaning of modulus of x is equal to minus x when x is less than 0. And another condition is there, that is modulus of x is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. Am I clear to you? So these three conditions already we learned previous in that 7th class. Okay. So children, depends on this one, here we can simplify this. So whatever it may be, those all are the values of x. So leave that one. Just observe this one here, these two are quadratic equations or not? Yes, quadratic only. Why? Because depends on the degree. Am I clear to you? Yes. So see here. So depends on this one, we are having here 7 points. So we will discuss those 7 points now. Okay, see that. The first point is the number of roots of a quadratic equation. So how many roots ma? Actually we know that the number of roots of a quadratic equation is 2. We know that condition. Okay. So that is the first point. So no need to discuss, I think. The number of real roots of a quadratic equation is at most 2. Actually in your material this one they given as wrong, so just verify this. So children, say that actually here the number of roots here at most means the maximum roots. Actually the number of roots it contains means 2 roots only. Okay, so the first statement is the number of roots of a quadratic equation is 2 only. Okay, and come to the second statement, number of real roots. So children, here how we can say that? Here A, B, C are real numbers. We are saying okay, what is the value of x? X always you will get the real value ma. So while you are using that quadratic formula, you may get that imaginary number also as a root. Okay, so that's why here we can say that roots are real and imaginary. Okay, so roots are real roots are there as well as imaginary roots also there. Okay ma, so we cannot say that those 2 roots must be real and those 2 roots must be imaginary. Here we are having some conditions ma, those are related to nature of the roots. Okay, we will discuss at that time. Okay, so we are having concept 3, that is nature of the roots. In that nature of roots, here we can say that which roots are real and which roots are imaginary, we can identify that. Okay, so that concept I will explain you in that concept 3. Okay, so see here. So real roots, just they mentioned that number of real roots only. So maybe here one of the root is real, another one is imaginary, or those 2 roots are imaginary, or those 2 roots are real. So that's why here at most, how many possibilities are there to get that roots? How many we will get that real roots means only 2 real roots at most. Okay, at most means here less than 2 also there, or no roots, no real roots also there. Okay, no real roots there means imaginary roots will be there. Understand ma? So that's why here the number of real roots of a quadratic equation is at most 2. Understand? Next, the third point is identity, quadratic identity. Okay, so what about that quadratic identity? So here the definition is an equation which satisfies for all the real values of x. Okay, so here an equation which satisfies for all the real values of x, okay, is called a quadratic identity. Is called a quadratic identity. So what is the meaning of that definition? So see here children, an equation which satisfies for all the real values of x. So here general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We know that, right? That is the general form of a quadratic equation. And here we are saying that a not equal to 0, then we can say that is a quadratic equation. Okay, but come to this condition here, what they are saying, quadratic identity. Quadratic identity means an equation which satisfies. So when we can say that the equation should be satisfies, whenever we will get that LHS value is equal to RHS value, then only we can say that the equation satisfies. Understand ma? So here LHS is equal to RHS, so RHS is equal to 0, so LHS must be equals to 0. Okay, then only we can say that that is a quadratic identity. So when it will be possible. So children, say that let x is equal to any real number they are saying, no. So let x belongs to R. Then let x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1. So here a into minus 1 whole square plus b into minus 1 plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so here a into minus 1 whole square is plus 1. So plus into minus is minus b plus c is equal to 0. We got it. Understand? But here what they are saying? Identity means LHS value should be equals to RHS, but like that we are not getting. RHS value is 0, but LHS is a minus b plus c. So what value you will take for that x? Okay, you will get that like this only. But here whenever we are getting this LHS value also 0, whenever a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, c is equal to 0, then only this condition will be satisfied. But why madam here at the time of general form you are saying that a not equal to 0? Yes, for that quadratic equation, to make it as a quadratic equation, a should not be equals to 0. But here they are saying that quadratic identity, in this condition only a is equal to 0. Okay, why? Because if you are not taking that a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, c is equal to 0, we are having some types of quadratic equations. Okay, but here a is equal to 0. If you take that a is equal to 0, then only this total LHS become as 0. Understand ma? So that's why here what is the condition? A is equal to, b is equal to, c is equal to 0. Understand? So like this condition is there, this is called quadratic identity. Understand? So here a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, c is equal to 0. Then what will happen here? Say that. So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So x, whatever it may be, x any real value. So x belongs to real value, real numbers. So here 0 into x square plus 0 into x plus 0 is equal to 0. So 0 into x square is 0 plus 0 into x is 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So finally here 0 is equal to 0. So here LHS is equal to RHS only, no? So that's why here an equation satisfies. A quadratic equation satisfies for that a, b, c values are 0 and x is any real value. Okay, then it satisfies. Satisfies means LHS is equal to RHS. So this is the third point. Okay children, next say that another point. Next point is the number of roots of x square minus 5 modulus x plus 6 is equal to 0. So children, see that x square 5 modulus x plus 6 is equal to 0. Actually this is a quadratic equation, we are saying that. So this is having how many roots? Okay, actually here we will get that 4 roots. Why madam you are saying quadratic is having the 2 roots only, but here why you are saying 4 roots? Yes, here the condition is modulus of x. So modulus of x means here we have to take the 2 conditions ma. One is greater than 0, another one is less than 0. So depends on that x value, the number of roots will be changed. So at a time we will get 4 roots? No, at a time we will get the 2 roots only. So as per that condition, a quadratic equation is having that only 2 roots. Yes, that is true. Okay, but here while you are taking that x is positive, you will get 2 roots. If you, in that case too, if you take that x is a negative, in that case 2 roots only you will get. So totally how many roots are there means 4 roots. Understand ma? So say that case 1, let x is greater than 0. So x is greater than 0 means that is nothing but x is a positive value. Okay, so positive value means then modulus of x is equal to x. Yes or no? Okay, so x is greater than 0 means what is that meaning ma? Positive only, x is positive. So x is positive means the modulus of x value is x only, no? Understand? So here then x square minus 5 at the place of modulus x we can write that 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, while you are finding the roots, in that next concept that how to find that roots there, but just example I will tell you that see. So this one we can write that x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Just the splitting of the b term, splitting of that middle term. So minus 2x minus 3x is minus 5x. Okay, so see here from this one, from these two terms take that x as common. So x minus 2. From these two terms take that 3 as common. So this is also x minus 2 which is equals to 0. So again we are having x minus 2 as common. and here the leftover x minus 3 is equal to 0. So the product of two values is equal to 0. So either any one of the values should be equals to 0 or those two also equals to 0. We don't know that. What is the value of this value is equal to 0 and this value is equal to 0? We don't know that. Okay, and which value is equals to 0 also we cannot say that. So that's why here we can say that either x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Here the condition is which term is equal to 0? We don't know that. Okay, but any one of the roots should be equals to 0. Then only we will get that RHS as 0. Okay, ma'am. So see that. So from this x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. Understand? So children, here what condition we taken? X is greater than 0. So x should be positive. X should be positive. So x value positive or not here? X is equal to 2, x is equal to 3. Those two also positive values only, no? So satisfied. So how many roots we got ma here? 2 roots. How many roots we got? 2 roots. Next condition say that case 2. If x is less than 0, x is less than 0, then modulus of x is equal to minus x. Modulus of x is equal to minus x. So children, see that what they given ma? X square minus of 5 modulus x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so at the place of modulus x take that minus x. So x square minus 5 into mod x is equal to minus x plus 6 is equal to 0. So from this one, x square minus into minus is plus, 5 into x is 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so finally this is the required equation. So to this equation we need to find the roots. So x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Again the splitting of 5x, 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. So from that first two terms take that x as common. So x plus 2. From these two terms take that 3 as common. So x plus 2, 3x plus 6 which is equals to 0. So from these two terms again x plus 2 as common. So the leftover x plus 3 is there which is equals to 0. Okay, so again same condition, any one of the expression should be equals to 0. So x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay ma. So here x is equal to plus 2 become as minus 2 or x plus 3 become as minus 3. So this is one of the condition. Understand? So here satisfying or not. Actually we taken the condition as x less than 0. X is less than 0 which means negative. X value is negative. So roots are negative or positive here? Roots also negative. So this is satisfying or not? What condition we taken? That condition proved here. Okay, x is negative and here we are getting negative roots. So how many negative roots are there? 2 roots there. So that's why here the number of roots of x square minus 5 modulus x plus 6 is equal to 0 is 2 plus 2 which is equals to 4 roots. 2 positive roots, and if you are going to take that negative condition then 2 negative roots. So 2 plus 2 totally 4 roots. Understand? So by observing this one here you may get the clarity I think. So here we got that 2 roots only. Just we are in totally how many roots there means we are saying that. Understand? So the next condition is the number of roots of x square plus 5 modulus x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, children, previous condition is minus of 5 modulus x, minus of 5 modulus x, but here all the signs are positive they given. So previous one is negative, okay, but here this is positive. Understand? So here all are positive, then how many roots will be there? Okay, so again check the two conditions. Case 1, x is greater than 0, then modulus of x is equal to positive x. So we can write this one as x square plus 5 modulus x is equal to 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So this is one of the condition. So splitting it, x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. From this one take that x as common, so x plus 2. Already we did this one, so that's why I am writing like this. So which is equals to 0. So from these two terms take that x plus 2 as common. The leftover x plus 3 which is equals to 0. So from this one x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So here x is equal to plus 2 become as minus 2 and here x is equal to plus 3 become as minus 3. Okay, so children, here we got that two negative roots, but the condition is x is greater than 0. X is greater than 0, which means here x is greater than 0 means x is positive. X is positive, but here we got that two negative roots. So is it satisfying the condition, ma? Not satisfying. Why? Because we taken x is positive, but here we are getting x is negative. So not satisfying. So case 2, check that. Case 2, here x is less than 0. So modulus of x is equal to minus x. Understand? So see that x square plus 5 of modulus of x is equal to minus x plus 6 is equal to 0. Clear? So x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. So here x square, splitting the term, minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. So here from these two terms take that x as common. So x minus 2 minus 3 take it as common. So here again x minus 2 which is equals to 0. So here the left out x minus 2 take it as common. Then here x minus 3 is equal to 0. Understand? So here x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2 become as plus 2 and x is equal to minus 3 become as plus 3. Understand? So children, here also observe that here we taken x is equal to x is less than 0, which means x is negative we taken, but here the roots are positive. So here also opposite sign. Here we taken negative, but we are getting positive. Here we taken positive, we are getting negative. So is it satisfying condition, ma? Not satisfying. Here also not satisfying. Here also not satisfying. That's why here the number of roots of a given quadratic equation is 0. Understand? So when it will be satisfied, in that previous condition, positive we taken, positive roots we are getting, and negative we taken, we got that negative roots. Okay, in that case it is satisfying. So totally number of roots 4. But come to this condition, here total all are positive they given, no. So that's why here if you taken this one condition, then here positive if you are taking, then we are getting negative roots. If you are taking negative, then we are getting positive roots. Understand, ma? So like this way we are having another 2 points also. So those 2 points you try that. Okay, understand, ma? So I will write here those 2 points, you try that one at your home, just like this one only, case 1 and case 2. If you are getting that answer, just comment it, or if you are not getting, then also comment it. I will explain you that. Okay, see that. So next 2 I will write here the number of roots of x square plus mod x minus 6 is equal to 0 is 2. Here I am giving that number of roots also, just you have to show the proof. Okay, and the next one is the number of roots of x square minus modulus x minus 6 is equal to 0. This is also 2 only. Okay, just I want that proofs. Okay, so you try this one. This is just take it as assignment. Okay, children, I hope all you understand this one. Okay, so thank you all.